So I'm traveling all the time, I'm applying for visas all the time, I get rejected all the time, and I totally get why, because of my Russian passport, it's a problem, and I don't hold any grudges, but I hate being rejected by the Great Britain, because any other country just say no and you move on with your life, but for some reason the Great Britain feel that they need to explain why. You cannot... They write you an email. I don't even think it's a rule, it's just some bitch in London who just loves writing those long emails, and she's so mean. You know, she's like, "Dear Dan, we have to reject your application because we think you will try to stay in the Great Britain because back home you don't have any money. You don't have any real estate. And you are not an important person in the Russian society. So we have to reject your application. Have a good day." I'm like, wow. I wanted to spend Christmas in London. Now I want to kill myself because what's the point of doing anything? And I hate the phrasing like, "we think you will try to stay in the Great Britain." Like, they use their imagination to reject me. Like, use your imagination to write a whole email. Like, "we think you will try to stay in London. We think you will try to do comedy here. And you will not do great. And you will start drinking. You will become bitter and cynical. And your relationship with your wife will fall apart. Have you seen your wife? She's beautiful. She will find someone else here in the Great Britain. She'll get the British citizenship. She will be fine. But you, Dan, will keep falling. And one day in November, you'll just freeze to death in front of a comedy club. So we reject the application. Have a good day." That is my dream email. So yeah, I keep traveling with my old Russian passport, and I tried to avoid that. I tried to get some other citizenship, and I tried everything. I tried to find any Jewish roots. I couldn't. Then I emailed my relatives in Belarus. I thought that would help me travel. And then I got so desperate, I even replied to the spam email. You know the spam email when they say, "Your uncle in Nigeria died." And I'm like, "Nigeria? Nigeria works for me. Can I get a Nigerian passport?" And they're like, "Stop writing to us. You sound like a criminal." And I guess because I Googled that so much, Facebook and Google started showing me those ads for those shady schemes of getting another citizenship. And it's always either a Slovenian citizenship or Romanian citizenship. It's never a cool one. I'm never offered a Swiss citizenship because what's the point? No one will believe me. If I show my new Swiss passport, the fear in my eyes will give me away. But I like Swiss passport because I like Switzerland and everything they do, even how they reject immigrants. It's so cool. Because I've met German nationalists and they suck. They have no originality. They're like, "Immigrants, go home." And you're like, "No." That's the whole conversation. But Swiss nationalists are more subtle. They don't tell you to go home. They say, "Kebab is 50 euros. And you're like, "Jesus Christ, all right, I'm leaving. Wow, what the fuck?" There's no need to be rude, come on. So yeah, one day was particularly bad. I came back home and I saw again this ad for Romanian citizenship. And I clicked on this ad and I went on their website and there was a phone number on their website. And I called them. We actually talked on the phone. And I'm like, "All right, how do you do it? How do you get me a Romanian citizenship?" And they're like, "You send us $3,000. We go to the National Archive and we find out that you are actually a Romanian." I'm like, "You mean you will try to find out if I'm a Romanian?" "No, we will find out." And I just immediately decided not to work with them because they sounded too confident, you know? They sounded exactly like Russian cops. "We will search your pockets, we will find weed." "I don't even smoke weed." "We will find weed. We have it." So I decided not to work with them because I don't want to live in fear with my kind of real European passport, because the truth will come out eventually, and like I will spend 10 years of my life in Romania getting used to their lifestyle and getting relaxed, and someone will discover the truth and someone will run into my house screaming, "Stop this man, he's not a real Romanian." And I'm about to drink a virgin's blood. I'm like, you know, typical Romanian stuff. So I decided not to work with them, but I Googled every review for this company. And it's fascinating how they really work, because basically you send them $3,000 and you send them a copy of your birth certificate, and in just 1 week, this company disappears completely. It is amazing. It's so cool.